Well, you're right, Bob. This is hot news for bow hunters. I just received my copy of the Michigan Bowhunters News yesterday with announcement of the 3rd annual Rendezvous ready to go. That's at Houghton Lake. Of course, our guest up there is going to be Fred Bear at the Rendezvous. And the Rendezvous is a big event put on by the Michigan Bowhunters. And it's an annual event. We are helping them out this year, lining up the exhibitors and demonstrations. For example, Ron LeClaire with his aerial archery, Floyd Eccleston with the world's largest broadhead collection. Things especially for bow hunters. It's here at the Houghton Lake High School. Have a map in here. And if you're not a member of the Michigan Bowhunters and you don't have access to this fine publication, you can certainly become a member. Very simple. Just show up at the Rendezvous. That'll be Saturday and Sunday, the 13th and 14th, Ed. We're going to be there. Ed Groves, Bob Garner, Kathy Beitler, a lot of Michigan Outdoors guests, notables in the bow hunting world. And this is a prelude to our outdoor fair, which will be the following weekend. And we've gotten so many calls the past couple weeks, Ed. Where can people get information on this?
Well, if they just stay tuned by watching the Michigan Outdoors Outdoor Calendar. And mark this on your calendar if you're one of Michigan's 200,000 bow hunters. Next weekend at Houghton Lake, the Michigan Bowhunters Rendezvous. Last year it was held in Charlotte at the fairgrounds, but this year it's moving to Houghton Lake. Ron LeClaire, who shot 50 cents out of the air with his longbow, will be doing demonstrations every hour. Novelty shoots will be visible from M55. Stop in and watch bow hunters try to avoid the skunk, shoot the charging wild boar, or beat the bionic duck. Now inside Houghton Lake High School, the bow hunters will be holding seminars, giving forecasts on deer management and the DNR's projection on the coming season. Exhibitors will display a variety of products. And the special guest, a legend in his own time, none other than Fred Bear, will be at the Rendezvous on Saturday talking about bow hunting, his experiences, and of course, signing lots of autographs. For many sportsmen, seeing Fred Bear alone will be worth the trip to Houghton Lake. Now that's August 13th and 14th at Houghton Lake. By the way, the number at the bottom of your screen is for the Houghton Lake Chamber of Commerce if you'd like more information on the Rendezvous, especially if you're an exhibitor. Now the weekend after, on the same location, we're going to change the focus from bow hunting to the other hunting and shooting sports as well as fishing, the Michigan Outdoors Fair. We'll have sporting dogs demonstrating their skills on the athletic field, pointers, setters, retrievers, and hounds. We'll have a muzzleloaders village with teepees, tents, and authentic costumes. And if you'd like to try a muzzleloader, back by the woods you'll be able to see demonstrations and try a shot yourself, along with seeing and maybe trying handgun metallic silhouette, trap, and skeet. Now in the high school, we'll be putting on special shooting sports show twice a day in the gym, seminars in the auditorium, continuous award-winning movies, and exhibitors' booths of all types of outdoor products. So put those 2 weekends on your calendar in August, the biggest hunting and outdoor events of the summer at Houghton Lake. And that wraps up our Michigan Outdoors Outdoor Calendar.
These events are going to be great ones, and I sure hope you can come up to Houghton Lake. Now, we have some late information here, some people we've added to the lineup at the Outdoor Fair, which is August 20th and 21st. Glenn Dutter will be there with all kinds of wildlife friends. Ed, I don't know what he'll bring, but he'll bring some critters.
It'll be interesting.
It will be, and he'll also field dress a deer on Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock in the auditorium. You can see how it's done, field dressing, preparing, butchering, and the following day, who's going to cook that deer? Well, none other than a person you've seen on the show. She has written Savor the Wild cookbook, Kay Ritchie. She was down at the Boat and Fishing Show in Detroit cooking fish the whole time. She'll be showing microwave cookery of fish on Saturday. On Sunday, she will prepare that deer with several different recipes. Our award-winning taxidermists will be there. Many of them, Gene Roll, the mammal taxidermist of the year, Tom Wolf, the fish taxidermist of the year, possibly Frank Newmeyer. We'll also have the Artists of the Year who were selected by the public at the Boat and Fishing Show last February. Many of them will be there remarking prints, selling limited edition prints, so you can come up and shake their hand and find out who does that. Many shooting sports. We have Blue Skeen lined up, the national slingshot champ, to be there showing people. You can come up and try some shots with a slingshot. He loves to teach people how to shoot a slingshot. And talking about shooting sports, well, here's the biggest rifle in the world, a 35-pound, 50 caliber rifle that you can shoot. You have to pay for the cost of the shell, and here it is. They're kind of expensive, a couple dollars a piece. But Bruce MacArthur will be there with his gun, with the cartridges, and you can try it. That's the great thing I think about the outdoor fair, Ed. It's something you can come up, meet people, talk with them, see exhibits, see films, see a special shooting sports show that we have.
Try some things out of your normal...
Try them. That's right. Where else could you walk down the line and try all different types of guns? We have details of this in our Club Council Digest. It just came off the press this morning and is already in the mail to about 12,000 of you. Of course, it has all our fish and wild game recipes, information on the fair and the Bowhunters Rendezvous, Artist of the Year, club news, trophy reports. Here's a trophy book of many of the fish that have been caught, tell you where the big ones are, our mailbag. But our Club Council Digest, Ed, it's free to people who write in for a single copy. Where do they write?
All you've got to do is write to